the following question. Integrate the following. And then we have the first question, which this is a symbol of integral, and then cos square x dx. Okay? There is no table for this. So what we can do is to go back on this identity. 1 plus cot squared x. 1 plus cot squared x is what? Cosec squared x. So that's what we can do. Then we can make this one as the subject, and that will be cosec squared x minus 1. Okay? So therefore, the integral of this is equal to what? Is equal to cosec squared x minus 1, okay, dx. And this will give us what? This will give us integral of this one, that's minus what? Minus cot x minus x plus c. So that finished the first question. Okay? The second question, don't forget from the 6.3 beginning part, I said cos 2x has two identity. It could be 2 cos square x minus 1 or 1 minus what? 1 minus 2 sine square x. So this one is applicable. So make this one the subject. Then we have this minus 1 move to the other side. Have 1 plus cos 2x. Then over 2 is equal to what? Cos square x. Okay, so integral of this now, integral of this is now will now be equal to half will be outside the integral. Then we have 1 plus cos 2x dx. So we now have half into brackets. Integral of 1 is this, then plus sine. Integral of cos 2x, that's sine 2x over what? Over 2, then plus c. The c part, integral of sine 2x cos 2x dx. We know that sine 2x is what? Is 2 sine x cos x. Sine 4x will be what? 2 sine 2x cos 2x. Okay? Then we can make this one the subject of formula. And that will be 1 over 2 sine what? Sine 4x is equal to what? Is equal to this one. So sine integral of sine 2x cos 2x is equal to what? Integral of 1 over 2 sine what? Sine 4x dx. And that will be equal to 1 over 2. Integral of this one is minus, so that's minus cos 4x. Okay? Then you divide by what? By the attachment to the function, which was 4. And so this is a minus, and then plus what? Plus c. So the final answer is what? Minus 1 over 8 cos 4x plus what? Plus c. For d part, integral of 1 plus sine x all squared. So the first thing we do is to do the expansions of this, and that will be what? Integral of 1 plus 2 sine x, and then plus sine what? Sine squared x dx. Okay, just do your expansion for this, and then you get this. Okay, and this will be equal to integral of this dx plus integral of 2 sine x dx, and then plus integral of what? Sine squared x dx. And then don't forget this one, sine squared x is what? That's 1 minus cos 2x over 2. Okay? So the final answer, this is what? We have x, integral of this is this. Integral of the x will give us this. Integral of this will give us minus this. Then this one, we just substitute what we have there. So that's 1 over 2. Integral of what? 1 minus what? Cos 2x dx. So the final answer will be x minus 2 cos x. Okay, then plus half open brackets, and that will be x minus sine 2x over 2, then close the bracket plus c. So that's the answer. So the only thing you can do is just to open the brackets, which will be equal to what? To be equal to this one, then minus 1 over 4 sine 2x plus c. So that's that on that question. The e part, integral over times square 3x. Note 1 plus from this identity, 1 plus times x is equal to sec square x. Okay, which you can say 1 plus what? 1 plus times square 3x is equal to sec square 3x. So what we just make this function here and here was the same thing. So then this integral now, integral of tan square 3x will be equal to integral of, okay, if you make this one the subject from this equation here, and that will give us what? Tan 3x. The integral of sec square 3x, tan 3x, then you divide by the what? Attachment to that function. So 1 by 3, then minus x plus c. Integral of minus 1 is this. So that's that on E. For f, yeah, integral of this function, equal to 2. Do the expansion, and that will be cot square x minus 2 cot x cosec x. So plus cosec square x, close the bracket, dx. Okay? Just like you have a minus b squared. So this will give you a squared minus 2ab, and then plus what? Plus b squared. So that's what I use. Okay? So this is my a, this is my b. So we now have this will give us integral of this function minus this one. That will be integral of what? You can bring the 2 outside, and that will be, you can do the arrangements. Okay? So this will be cosec x cot x dx. This is also dx. And then the last one plus integral of what? Cosec square x dx. So using the table, integral of cot square x, we don't have it, but we know that 1 plus cot square x is equal to what? Cosec square x. We know that. So we can make this one the subjects. Okay? And that will be, so this one will now become integral of what? Cosec square x minus 1 dx minus 2 integral of this cosec x cot x dx, then plus this integral. So that's what we have. So the next thing is to get the final answer. So for this one, that will give us what? Minus cot x, integral of cosec square x, that's a minus cot x, and then this one, that's minus x. Then this one, minus 2 is outside, open the brackets. So integral of cosec x cot x, that's minus what? Minus cosec x, cosec x. Then plus what? Plus integral of this one is what? Is minus cot x plus c. So on the final note, so that will be minus cot x minus this. Then open this bracket, that will be plus 2 cosec x, then minus cot x plus what? Plus c. So that's that on that on the f part. For g, so this will be, if you do the expansion, it's going to give you this. So that's what you will get if you do the expansion of this one. Okay? So the only thing we need to do now is just for us to play with identity, and that's all. Okay? The first one here is we need to know that cos 2x is what? Is 1 minus what? 2 sine square x. So we can make this one the subject, and that will be equal to sine square x is equal to half into brackets 1 minus cos 2x. That's 1. Okay? We should also note that cos 2x is also equal to 2 cos square x minus 1. So we can make this one the subject, and that will be what? That will be cos square x is equal to 1, move this one to the other side, and that will be 1 plus cos 2x over 2. Okay? Then another one again is this one, sine 2x is equal to 2 sine x cos x. So we have all the identity now. So let's apply that. So our integral will now become, for this one, we have the expression for that, which is this one, which is half in the brackets 1 minus cos 2x dx. Okay? Don't forget that integral of sum of function is equal to what? Integral of each of the function. So I'm done. This one is done now. Then plus integral of this one, which is what? Sine 2x dx. Integral of this one is here. That's sine 2x. Then the third one plus integral of cos square x. We have it here, which is what? Which is 1 over 2 into bracket 1 plus what? 1 plus cos 2x dx. So the next thing to do now is to get the answer. Integral of 1 is x times half, and this one, integral of cos is sine 2x. And don't forget, you will divide by what? By 2. So times 1 over 2. That's 1 over 4. Okay? Then plus. This one, integral of this one is minus. So, and this is to change the sign we have here. So that will be cos 2x. Then you divide by what attached to that function, 1 over 2. Then the next one, the last one, this one also, this one is what? If you integrate these two, to give you, this will be x times half. So that will be half x. Then this one will give you plus sine 2x over 2 times what? Times 1 over 2. So that's 1 over 4. 1 over 4. And then plus what? Plus c. Okay? So if you check it now, this and this cancel. This is minus, this is plus. So that will be this half x plus half x. That's a single x. Then minus 1 over 2 cos 2x plus c. So that's that on that question. Then we go to question H. So what we do, we know that sine 2x is equal to 2 sine x cos x. Okay? Then we can move these two to other side, and that 1 over 2 sine what? Sine 2x equal to what? Sine x cos x. Then the next thing to do now, because of the square here, we can square this, and the same thing also here also. And that will be 1 over 4 here, 1 over 4 sine square 2x. Okay? Equal to what? Equal to sine square x cos square x. So anyway, we see this one now, we just plug in this value. So this is equal to what? So this is equal to, that will be equal to integral of 1 over 4 sine what? Sine square 2x dx. So what we do now is to go back here, cos 2x, we know is equal to 1 minus what? 2 sine what? 2 sine square x. So when you have double angle here, you have a single angle here. So if it's cos 4x now, so it's going to be 1 minus what? 2 sine what? 2 sine square what? Sine square 2x. Okay? Is that clear now? So the thing is how to play with identity. So if you know how to play with your identity, then the solution becomes much easier for you. So then, can you make this one the subject? Make this one the subject, and that will be 2 sine square 2x is equal to 1 minus what? 1 minus cos 4x. Yep. Then sine square 2x is equal to what? 1 over 2 into bracket 1 minus cos 4x. So that's what we have. Then we can now go back. So this one now becomes what? Integral of 1 over 4. Okay. And then this expression, this function has a value which is what? Which is half times 1 minus what? Cos 4x dx. So this one will be 1 over 8. Then integrate this one to x, and this will be what? Minus what? Sine what? Sine 4x over 4 plus what? Plus c. If you integrate cos, it gives you sine. And don't forget to divide by the what? By the attachment to the function.